Welcome back. It's been a while. Um, let's see what's exciting done happened. As you can see, I'm here with my gorgeous co-star. If you notice her shirt, it says, "This is my damn shirt." Kind of have the same one. We'll get into that in a little bit. So as many of you know, one thing about me for the longest time was I didn't fly. Um, First time even inside of an airport was April of last year. We did our TSA pre-check just because I was like, okay, eventually I'm going to get on a plane. The goal was probably to just finally get on a plane. I was trying to hope for our 25-year anniversary. She was probably hoping since our 1 year anniversary. So last year, it was like late last summer, I want to say, I started teasing. I was like, hey, babe, like, let's take a trip. And she's like, okay. She's like, sure. And I was like, no, really. I was like, we're going to get on a plane. We're going to go somewhere. I was like, the criteria has to be no more than 2.5 hours. Just need to test it out. She was like, okay. And then we started looking at places. Where were we looking? We were looking at Buffalo, I think,
Buffalo.
Rhode Island, which is a favorite of ours.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think those are Florida. I think we were
We
looking
looked
at
at Florida,
Florida.
but you said no gators.
No gators, no crocodiles. Like
There's not crocs, it's
they're
gators.
not gonna treat me as a snack. Um, but with doing that, we were like, okay, well, we've been to Rhode Island. Um, and then with Buffalo, I was like, it's not football season, so I didn't really know what to do other than we could maybe try the Niagara Falls. And then Florida again, I was just like, yeah, I'm not getting off the plane. And then the alligators waiting there, like lunch has arrived. So then I started to branch out, and I was like, how about Vegas? And she like looked at me. She was like, Vegas might be like a long flight. So I looked and I was like, hey, we could go nonstop from Dulles. It's like 5 hours, a little over 5 hours. So she's like, okay. And she's still just like, okay. So then October came. It was last year. We were sitting here one evening. I think we were just watching TV. I just finished eating.
Yeah.
And then I was like looking and I was like, hey, I'm about to book it. I'd already talked to our financial advisor. I had put in the dates to request off for work because I didn't want to book the flights until like that time off. And I like, she's like, okay. She still didn't believe me. I'm in the app showing her the stuff. Still not believe me. I'm literally just like, hey, I need my wallet so I can get my credit card. Still didn't believe me. She's probably thinking, oh, he's probably ordering shoes or something. So then I was like, done. She still did not believe me until she checks her phone. And what did she get? A text message and an email showing that, like the flight was booked. And then I was like, all right, come on. So then it became more real. Then we booked our hotel. Um,
That was a process.
that was a process. We
Trying
booked
to figure out which hotel.
which hotel, try to pick it by like location of things that we kind of wanted to do. We knew we
Yeah.
wanted something along the strip.
Yep.
More about that later. But we knew we wanted something along the strip. And then actually, she found our hotel. She had narrowed it down. I think it was like three or four. I was like, pick
Yeah.
like three or four. And she kept leaning toward this one just with what it was offering, the views and stuff. And then I remember talking to a coworker and she kind of co-signed, like she helped look and she found that too. I was like, hey, my wife found that. So I was like, okay, okay. So then, yep. So we
Yep.
booked that. And then the fun just started. It was like, okay, fun for me, not fun for her. She doesn't like how far in advance I plan.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, it's like October and I'm like making a list already of what we need. And she's like, we're not flying out until June. So we booked this like middle of October 2025. We didn't fly out to June 8th of this year. Um,
Plan ahead.
yeah, it's what I do. It's what I'm good at. She loves me for it. She just won't admit it in front of everyone. But behind closed doors, she tells me she's okay with it.
Yeah.
So we made our list, had notes on our phone, and we're like, what do we need to do? What do we need to get? What do we want to do while we're there? And then, but for the most part, we had like the countdown on our
Oh, yeah.
phones,
That was
and
fun.
it just seemed so far away, so we weren't really paying attention to it. Where it got real, I'll probably say like right after my birthday,
Yeah.
put us just because my birthday put us literally 3 months away.
3 months away.
So like right after my birthday, we knew we weren't tracking really anything big for the most part. We had a couple of big things we were tracking, but like as far as just for us, we were like, now it's like real. So
Yeah.
we started to, Amazon was our friend. We would order.
Yeah, they probably
stuff.
love us.
We did order neck pillows. Tip to everyone from me: don't waste your money, or get better ones. The ones we got, and maybe we should have known because they were only $9.99.
They look like
Full
child
disclosure,
size.
I ordered them, so she said they were cool until we get to the airport, and then she's like, "Yeah." So we end up using them as a armrest on the plane. So yeah, so was scared of flying. Got like some over the counter stuff through Amazon like the week before. Got advice from my doctor. Cause me, I'm a control person. So it's like I'm a control freak. So I can't control the plane. So it's like that was the biggest thing that probably scared me for so long. So we get up in the morning, June 8th, 2026. I, of course, go to the gym because I was not getting on a plane without getting because I knew we weren't going to, I wasn't going to get to the gym once I got to Vegas that day just because I didn't know what to expect. So we get up, I go to the gym, I get back, she's finishing packing like her check bag. Because at first we were just going to each have a carry-on. And for those you don't know, a carry-on is an item that you can bring and you put it in your overhead bin on the plane. I speak flight now. Hater. She's a hater. You're allowed a personal item. It can be a backpack, a purse, or a laptop bag. Look at your boy. She's laughing because she's a hater. She was laughing at me as I was saying this. So we get to the air. So before we go to Chick-fil-A because we're like, look, I need to take my medicine because I don't want to take it on the plane.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me take my medicine. Let me get something to eat. So we go to Chick-fil-A. We do like their mobile thing where it's like you just scan your QR code for your mobile order and you go into a separate line. How do we get our food before the person in front of us? We end up waiting there like what, 10?
It was
15
another,
minutes?
yes.
Yeah.
And
so,
I was like, you're making us late. So
yeah,
like,
we're freaking out because like, so at first when I booked the flights, we were supposed to fly out at 8:35 in the morning. Then like sometime early this year, they changed it and I didn't know they could do that. Like, how dare you change my flight? Do you know who I am? She laughed just like she's doing now because she's like, yeah, babe, that's what happens when you book so many months in advance. Like, boo. But it worked out because they changed our flight to where then we flew out at 1 p.m. So we get to the airport, we paid for parking, we reserved our parking, but that was like a craptastic disaster.
yes.
We end up having to park at the top outdoors, so it was like which we wanted to avoid.
We wanted the garage. We
wanted the garage where we technically parked in the garage, but we had to park up top. So we get there, we print out our little tags for our check bags. We give those over. We go through TSA pre-check. If you travel and you don't have TSA pre-check,
what are you doing with your life?
How long did it take us? Less than 5 minutes?
We were
through
that thing in no time.
Less than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We get through there and then, so we're sitting, we're waiting, and then, of course, I gotta have my H2O. So some people told me, oh, you just bring an empty bottle. Once you get through security, you can just fill it up at a water station.
I couldn't find a water station.
She couldn't find one, so she had to buy me, what was it, a $5 bottle of Smart Water.
Yes.
Smart order, dumb price. But it is what it is. It was good though.
Everything in there is expensive.
Yep. I had my liquid IV, so I'm drinking my water, and then it's like it's still not real yet, because I mean, I think by the time we kind of sat down and got situated, we were about 30 minutes from the start of boarding, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then.
Don't do that, by the way. Get there early. Because there was barely any space to sit, and you have to sit next to weird people all the time.
Sit next to her
all the time.
This lady across from us was completely destroying a sub that I really wanted, but I was full off my Chick-fil-A. But I was like, "Ma'am, can I get a piece?" But it was, and she just every time I looked up, she was looking at me. I'm like, "Ma'am, like, either offer me a piece of the sub or like really stop."
Stop staring us in their eyes.
So then,
it's weird.
When they start the board, we were in group 3.
We were in group 3.
Group 3.
No, you were in 3.
I was in group 3.
In 4.
She was in group 4. But little Miss Thing got in line with me at group 3.
I don't care.
Yeah, she did not.
Everybody else was getting in line.
Sure
and they knew they were not in no
sure
group 2.
Was. There was people that were in like group 5 that were already just like, and we were like, not gonna happen. Ask about me. So by the time we get up to scan our boarding pass again, they tell us like there's no more overhead space, so you're gonna have to check your carry-on free of charge. Cool.
Thank goodness.
Did that, left it. So that kind of helped out. So like then we go through, I guess it's like the tunnel when you're.
Yeah, it's through the boarding tunnel.
Through the boarding tunnel, and I'm just sitting there like never been there. So shout out to my wife, because she wasn't like teasing me or making fun of me. I was just like, so what do we do now? She was like, now it's just a line. We just wait till we get to our seats. I was like, okay. So get on the plane. The staff, we flew United. Very helpful, very professional, very knowledgeable. They're very courteous. You know, good afternoon. Thanks for flying with us. Welcome aboard. All that.
Here's some hand sanitizer wipes. Thank God.
Yeah. So when we step on the plane, okay, and she's laughing because she remembers my response. Ma'am, no one told me about the space. I barely had enough space for my thoughts.
Yeah.
And we were in the back of the plane. So there were 38 rows total. We were in row 37. Mm-hmm. So we hustle on through. We were in a 3-seater. I had the window seat. She was in the middle, and then someone that we didn't know was on the end. So
he should have boarded last.
Yeah.
Because he was on the aisle seat, and we were on the inner seats. So that's how they board you. Yeah. It's like whoever's in the window.
But they did not.
In the middle, so that people don't have to get up and move.
Yeah. So I sit down, she sits down, then he sits back down because he was already sitting down. Comfy, he already had like his book or something out. Yeah. So then I'm sitting there, and then so like they put that thing in reverse. And I was like, yo, this is cool. Right? So then I'm like, now this is real. Like, no going back now, for sure. I'm already on. I'm not walking that long tunnel back. I'm on, darn it.
Oh no, they done shut the door by the time
they shut the door.
So
they put I think our seatbelt lights on. When the seatbelt lights on, you have to put your tray in an upright position, and then your personal item must be securely under your seat. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak like now. So then I looked at her. I was like, babe, I didn't take my medicine. She was like, you didn't? She's like, do you want to take it now? I was like, nah, they said like 30 minutes to an hour before. I was like, I think I'm good. My stomach wasn't like feeling nervous or anything. I was just ready. So then I'm still kind of in my mind nervous. I got my AirPods and I'm listening to my playlist. My playlist is like over 4,000 songs. So best believe I had a song for every occasion that could come up. So then they tell us that we were just waiting in queue. There were a lot
of waiting in queue. There were a lot of multiple planes in front of us that were taking off before us.
Yeah. So then we're like inching up, and I'm still just like, how will I know when we're about to take off? Let me tell you how I knew we were about to take off. Because I started to hear that plane. the way I hear it when my wife drives, because that thing started to go 0 to 100 real quick. So we're revving up, we're going. I was like, okay, it's real. And as we're taking off, I'm fine. I'm dancing. I'm listening to my music. She's laughing at me like, who is this dude?
I'm laughing.
And I literally sat there and looked at her, and I told her, I was like, why did I wait so long to fly? If like, she was like,
I don't know.
She was like, takeoff and landing is typically the biggest things to worry about. She was like, turbulence. So then when they told us we're in the air, and what I liked, which was cool to me, was like seeing everything get smaller beneath us.
As we go up.
Yeah. So then, and then on the flight, on the screen in front of me, I was like following our flight. So it was like, hey, 200 miles to Chicago. And so like the places we flew over too were awesome. So then we hit some turbulence. And like she braced me. She's like, hey, like turbulence. She was like, you know, just be prepared. Excuse me. The turbulence was pretty much, it's minimal compared to me being on the highway with her when she's driving. I was like, why didn't people had always told me flying is safer than driving. What you should have said was flying is safer than driving with Becky. That would have prepared me. So we made good time too. We got there early.
Yeah, we did.
When we landed, it wasn't bad.
Airport there was big. Bigger than I expected.
That airport was crazy. Like, I felt like we had to leave Nevada to get, just to get our bags. So, like, we had to take a shuttle.
Oh, and every time the little airplane turnaround where all your bags come off, of course, ours was all the way at the end.
Yeah.
When we were over here.
So we go through we take the shuttle. We come out the doors, and I think our row was our pickup thing was like 19 on the other end of the airport.
Yeah.
So we're walking. First of all, we've been on a plane for about 5 hours.
I did not get up and use the bathroom.
She didn't get up and use the bathroom, so that was the first thing she wanted to do after we got through. We're trying to find where our rental car is because literally it states Hertz at Harry Reid International Airport. No. What they don't tell you is it's like 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
But there's a shuttle for it, so fine. We get our luggage. She runs to the restroom real quick. We step outside, and that heat
hit us.
Bruh. Was not ready.
No.
We were not prepared. We get on the shuttle, and it's literally, I think it was just you, me, and like one or two other people. We get to the rental car place, pick up our rental car.
And then it's people trying to give me a Mustang.
A Mustang when we got 4 suitcases. They should know
I cannot drive a Mustang.
She cannot drive a Mustang.
I would push that thing 0 to 100 if I got a Mustang.
But if she got a Mustang, she was getting tickets.
Yeah.
Because she was going to test the heck out of that. Please believe me. So I'm like, we got there. The flight, as I like to say, I survived it. Not even that it wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't even bad at all.
Nope.
So your boy is now, I'm about to become a frequent flyer. So with our Vegas trip, we each I have my top 10 dislikes about the Vegas trip and my top 10 likes. Little Miss Thane here only has her top 10 likes. Right, fellas, when do women listen to us? Literally told her to do a top 10 dislike. She said no. Happy wife, happy life is what we'll go with. So
the only dislike I had was the heat.
Well, I got 10 of them, but ladies first. So, babe, I'll let you go to your top 10 likes. Do it counting down. So from 10 to 1.
From 10 to 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The top 10. Number 10 was food. The food was good. But the prices were crap. And what
You
is up
can't-
with everybody asking for a tip?
You can't give a like and a dislike in the same thing. Like, you can't say the food, but the prices, and everyone's asking for a tip. So you do have dislikes. Stick to your likes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I like the food.
But I'm co-signing
That's
her
number
food.
10. That's
I'm
number
co-signing the food. The
Number
food
10.
out there, amazing.
Yes, it was so good. My number 9 was walking the canal shops. Little did we know there's a whole mall up in there. And you're inside, but the ceiling looks like a ceiling. It looks like the sky. It was bright in there. It was nice. Got to see the people riding down the little boat in the canal. It was great. Yep. Number 8 was I won some money. I won some money.
So,
And I didn't put much in there.
Look,
so winning is good.
Let me tell you something. If you know us as a couple, which we'll get into on another episode, if you look at who the spender is and who's the one that is more conscious, I'm the spender. Her consciousness showed at the casino. Started like on the one machine, I think it was the Wheel of Fortune machine.
Wheel of Fortune.
I think she only used like $10
At the most.
At the most, but she won like 5 or 6 times that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yep, this is good, and cashed out. I'm like, you don't want to keep trying? She's like, no.
Nope.
I was like, she was like, nope, going to another one now. I was like, okay.
Cut your losses, people.
So she did good at the casino. Better than me.
Better. And then driving the strip with my baby, because that was fun, and I got lost a lot. And yeah. But driving the strip was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We had a Jeep.
So we're driving the strip, and then she's like, oh, I need to turn here. And then she had to stop because people were walking across, and I'm like, babe, enough people have walked across. She's still stopping. People behind us are beeping. She's throwing her hands up. I'm like, look.
I'm like, whatever,
we
people.
are visitors here. We don't know no one out here. Calm down. But calm driving her doesn't happen.
I don't care. Number 6 was our suite. It was amazing. It was huge. Ceilings like 10, 20 feet tall. I don't even know. Maybe that's exaggerating. But it was like 15 feet tall.
I was about to say, definitely more than 10 feet.
Yeah, it was definitely more than 10. And the window in the room was the same size. So you could really see out. My downside to that, sorry, this is a dislike. Get mad if you want. It's okay. Was we got an interior room. That's not what we wanted. We wanted a room where you could see either the strip or you could see the sphere. And we didn't get that.
And all we saw was someone else's room.
We saw other windows. And the windows have like the mirror thing, so you can't see into anybody else's window, which is great because then nobody could see me being a creep looking at the people in the pool.
Yeah.
Sorry that I wasn't being creepy though.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She looks creepy.
She was more so looking at the pool just to see if it was something she wanted to actually do, but it's just the heat though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's hot. And the pools were heated. So it's like heated and it's 100 and some degrees outside, not really fun. Then number 5 was the Hoover Dam. We got shirts.
Yes. Well, that
it
couple
was
matching shirts.
Hot, but it was great because we got to see. It was up high. We even went up on the bridge that's above the Hoover Dam. I didn't get very far out because it's like right next to a highway, and I went out far enough to take a picture and come back. So maybe about 100 feet.
Yeah, because
I was done.
It was hot, and plus we had to do a mini hike to get up there. Remember?
Yeah, that was
to walk up
rough.
those steps and stuff. So
rough.
And the sun was like there was like no. I don't think we barely saw any clouds.
No clouds the whole time we were there.
Yeah.
It was straight sun.
Straight sun.
Bacon, straight sun
rotisserie.
The whole time. Yeah, I felt like we were rotisserie chickens. It got so hot, my sandals I felt like were melting onto the ground. Yeah, they were.
Okay.
He can say that not, but my feet were in them and my feet were hot on the bottom. So I feel like they were. Anyways, whatever. And then Red Rock Canyon. That place is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go out, Red Rock Canyon. We did the 13-mile drive through. We thought that drive was never going to end at one point.
Oh my
We were like,
God.
okay, how much more rock can we look at that looks the same as the first? Okay, it's great when you first get there, but then you keep seeing the same kind of scenery. And then we had all those signs that said you're going to, don't feed the burros or the tortoises. Well, we saw none of those. Probably because it was too hot. Or
And
they
what
were dead
she-
and
what
baked
she-
somewhere.
And what she doesn't want to admit is another thing where she thought it would never end because they kept changing the speed limit on her.
Yeah.
So at points it was dropping and she didn't like that.
It was like 15.
Yeah, 15.
I can't go 15.
Yeah.
It's physically impossible. I can't do it.
If my insurance agent is watching this, that is Rebecca, not Tecumseh saying that.
Okay. Then my number... Wait, that was 4.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3 was we got to have In-N-Out. And it was worth the wait. Now my husband's mad because there isn't any In-N-Outs here on the East Coast, sadly. The closest one would be in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're not doing that.
We literally thought about low-key, because she know I would do it, doing a day trip, flying out to Vegas, going to In-N-Out, then getting right back on the plane and come back. My financial advisor would not approve of that, though.
That's a little extreme. We're not doing that.
But it was worth it.
Okay.
It would be worth it.
My second was being able to share a plane ride with my husband. So now I have gotten him into the flight bug. He wants to travel. Yay!
Didn't say I want to travel with her, though. Just kidding.
Whatever, you're traveling with me. You ain't got a choice. Anyways. And then my very top one was him getting on the plane and actually being comfortable. And I didn't have to, like, hold his hand and consult him. And be like, oh my God, it's going to be okay.
Hold up. First of all, I'm a whole grown man. You wouldn't have had to hold my hand and coddle me, okay, ma'am? I resent that.
Oh, well, I don't resent it.
I resent that.
Don't resent it.
What you trying to say?
It might have been like, it's
I'm a
okay,
manly
okay.
man. I'm a manly man. I would have been okay.
Yeah,
I might have
okay.
went to the bathroom and just kind of sat in there until the trip was over. Like,
you can't go in the
like in
bathroom and
Passenger
stay in there.
57 when he went in there because he just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
But stop playing with me. Put some respect on my name.
Okay.
All right.
But those are my top 10s. So now it's your turn.
Her top 10 was legit. You'll hear we kind of had similar top 10s.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll go with my dislikes first. Starting from number 10, the Vegas heat. We were not prepared. The dry desert heat was, I couldn't.
It was rough.
It was rough.
Several days it was rough.
And I don't do well with heat. And she likes the heat more than the cold. And for her to complain, that I think with the real feel, the lowest day there, I think it was like 105.
It was still hot.
Yeah, it was like
still
105
over
was like
100.
the coolest day, basically.
That was nuts.
Number 9, the price difference of literally everything. So, like, as she said, like, our hotel literally had a food court, a whole food court.
Just like them all.
So I got Popeyes. Literally, it was like double what I would spend here, and I literally got the same thing. And again, they asked for a tip for everything, and what she doesn't like is I believe in tipping because I don't want no one to mess up anything. So there's that. Number 8, she already mentioned getting lost heading to our hotel several times. We drove that strip like a NASCAR track until we went into another hotel parking lot and asked them how to get to it. And it was like, oh, go out, go left, go right, and then do this. And I was like, okay, but we found it. But getting lost, anyone who knows me and she knows I do not like being lost.
I hate it.
I don't like it. Number 7, my dislikes, the flight back from Vegas, only because my air was really not circulating. So it was a warm flight for me back, which I cannot deal with heat. I'm surprised and happy that I did not get sick. but
Yes.
my air just was not. It was on, but I could, no matter how I positioned it, it was not hitting me.
It also wasn't cool. It
Yeah,
was like kind of warmer
yeah,
air blowing around.
exactly. Kind of like when you turn on your air conditioner after having the heat on, like in
Yeah,
your car, like that.
it wasn't
Um,
wasn't good.
Number six, the lack of space on the planes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So I blame my wife for this because my wife told me I can't fly first class. Let me tell you something.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Tony has become what he's always been, and that is bougie. I'm not
Yeah.
flying anywhere if it ain't first class. I don't care if my flight is 30 minutes. If it ain't first class, I gotta be able to stretch. I felt like I didn't even have room if I needed to sneeze.
I was like this the whole time.
Yes, and she's shorter. She's shorter,
And I didn't
so,
want to touch the
but
person
even
next
her,
to me.
she was like cramped to it.
Yeah.
And she said it was her first time flying since like 2019, I want to say, was when you had the conference.
Probably.
Yeah, like, because it was
when I
like
had
right
to
before
fly to
COVID.
Orlando.
Yeah. And she was like, she didn't remember it being like this.
It wasn't like that.
That thing was cramped.
I mean, of course, I had an aisle seat when I flew to Orlando the last time, so I didn't have to deal with the being squished between two people thing.
I could not.
Not ever since my very first flight, which was to London. So
it was, ooh.
and that was tight. That was a tight spot.
Number 5, the gyms that I went to, so I keep my streak alive. Your boy is currently at 555 days in a row at the gym. So I was able to go to my home gym, the gym that I go to, that Monday before we flew out. But then that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had to go to gyms, the same gym brand, but in Vegas. I went to 2 different ones. Yeah, I didn't like them. So, number 4, people walking with their faces in their phones and not paying attention. A guy literally like ran into Becky because he wasn't paying attention. Now, when they do that, when they finally catch themselves, they do apologize, but it's like, dude, ma'am, like, you're in a crowded place.
Look
You
up.
really think you're the only people that's walking? Like that, I just like, we thought it was worse, like where we're from, where we're at. No, it's worse in Vegas. It was, and I'm talking everywhere. The casino,
Everyone.
the hotel, the airport.
Yep.
It's just like,
Everybody's like this.
number 3, the Shiesty Hotel Company that we won't name,
I'm not naming.
that made us feel like they scammed us, and it's not. We felt like they scammed us. They did scam us. It wasn't the hotel we stayed at, so I don't want to. But yeah, we're going to stop there before my wife can't bite her tongue. Number 2, the smoking in the casino.
Ugh.
I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit cold turkey, which was 16 years ago. I had like a half a pack left, broke them up, and just flushed them. Haven't thought about one since. So as a former smoker, like, I just could not deal with it. And one of the favorite places that we went to eat was literally like right next to the casino. So even sitting in the back of that eating place, the smoke was
You
just too
still
much.
smelled it.
And it's like, we get it, we understand, but I didn't know that, because I just,
Well, because most places you can't smoke
Yeah.
inside anymore.
So but it was just, I mean, we're talking cigars, cigarettes. They're literally walking around, remember?
The girls with their little
Yeah.
cigars, cigarettes.
And I was just like, boo. And then my last dislike, or my top dislike, is the afternoon and night before our last day in Vegas, and I won't go into any details on that. But now, so my top 10 lights. Number 10, the flight to Vegas. Man, I was chilling. I felt like it didn't take that long. It was a smooth ride. We did have the seatbelt light on more on the way there than we did on the way back, but it didn't bother me up until I held off. I drank water on there, so I had to go to the restroom probably like, an hour before we landed,
Yeah.
I think. And it was just like, we didn't kind of want to, just because, we had someone there, so we didn't want to have to inconvenience him. And then, but the flight there was just chill. turbulence wasn't bad. Takeoff was nice and smooth and cool. I'm like snapping pictures, looking out the window. Being above the clouds was like really awesome too. Being able to like snap pictures of the clouds beneath us. So yeah, that was cool. Number 9, winning a little money at the casino, and the reason why I put a little because I knew she was gonna put her winning money as one of her top tens, and she did win more than me. I still supplied the cash, so I did collect my husband tats of. We won't go into that, but
I was waiting.
But she, it was nice though, and I listened to her. She would tell me when it was time to stop, and that was the thing. I know a lot of people I talked to going there was like, hey, be careful with gambling. It can be addictive. And I was like, but that's not me. And I was like, and my wife is not like that either. So I was like, if I start to kind of go off course, she'll reel me in 100%. But it wasn't even like, I think we only went to the casino one day.
One day?
And I think we were there maybe a total, 30, 45 minutes maybe?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And then after that, we were just like, and I think we did it. It was either we were walking off eating dinner or we were killing time before eating. It was one of those.
It was one of the two.
Yeah. So we didn't and literally to get to and from our suite, we had to walk past the casino. So the temptation was always there. Always. But we didn't do it. Number 8, the French toast at the Grand Lux Cafe.
That thing was
Let me tell you something. You get 4 slices of French toast. It looks like, I think it was like brioche bread.
I don't know. I know it was that thick.
It was that thick. It was nice and fluffy. That thing.
Bananas looked fresh.
Yes, I got bananas on it. Chopped up bananas.
Yeah. Powdered sugar.
That French toast.
It had the syrup.
My Vegas French toast is still my favorite, and then my dad's. But I would say that one was like number 3 for sure. That was some good French toast. Number 7, the views of the mountains, especially on the highway. So as we're driving to the Hoover Dam and we're driving to Red Rock Canyon, and one thing we noticed, almost everywhere we went to outside of our hotel, we had to get on a highway.
We had to get on a highway.
Yeah.
It's almost like
highway
they
or
deter
freeway.
you from going the regular streets.
But the views were amazing. Where we drive on like 81 and 70. We're used to just seeing buildings, prisons, or cows.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Cornfields.
And you eventually, every now and then you'll see a nice house or something. Yeah. But there, you saw a lot of nice houses. But the views of the mountain, and that's not even my cup of tea. Like, I don't care about the views. Like, she's all like, oh my God, look at that. And I'm like, it's a mountain. But no, those mountains were just built different. Yep. Number 6, and this is key. This is important. Not going into debt for the trip by way of working with our financial advisor to prep and save. Yep. Let me tell you something. It was one of our goals this year. We do goals every year, which I have a financial episode that I'll be doing later, so we'll get more into that. But one of our goals was to not incur any new debt on our Vegas trip. And that's it. It's tough because you're going to a place you've never been before. You want to do as much as you can. You can't really anticipate what those prices are. I can't, but our financial advisor definitely helped us. Not only did we not add any debt, we actually over budgeted. I think we still had some money left over that we were able to just kind of put away for savings. So
it's good because we didn't take that $800 flight to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Per person, by the way. Per person.
By that, see, I was trying to be nice. The wife here, the one that's usually conscious, wanted us to do a helicopter tour. It was like $800 per person for a 45-minute.
No, it was 2 hours.
But it was 45 minutes flight both ways, is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Man, she had me all the way messed up.
It doesn't matter. It's because helicopters are fast.
And you know what else? was not going to be fast, that money coming out my pocket. When I saw the price,
Yeah.
I was like, no.
No.
But she was like, yeah, babe, that is
But
a
we would
lot.
have been dropped inside the Grand Canyon somewhere. And then we could have taken lots of photos and walked.
Not for $800.
Okay.
I will go to their website and save the photos on a thumb drive. That's free.
For real.
Number 5. In-N-Out finally. Your boy and girl got that double.
Double.
Animal style.
Mm-hmm.
I got my fries animal style. She got her fries regular, and I skipped the milkshake and just got their pink lemonade. I don't know what they put in that pink lemonade, but man,
Crack.
to steal a page from her, my only dislike about that was I think they just had one size for their drinks.
Yeah.
They put so much ice in there. But I finished it quickly.
But it's
that
the good
burger,
bullet ice.
Yeah, but that burger though,
It was so good.
Man.
So good.
Number 4, the Venetian Resort, which is where we stayed. The views,
The hotel itself.
the staff,
Yeah.
the restaurants. Outside of the food
restaurants.
court, they had over 53
Yeah.
restaurants on site.
On site that you could just walk to.
Yeah, and then they also had a food court, the shops. We went to a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
There was one we kept going to kind of find like a market type store so I could get my water because I wanted to make sure
You stay hydrated.
I stayed hydrated, which I needed. But I got her a couple of shirts. We were able to get keychains,
Magnet.
a magnet, yeah, and then no, that was at the other place. I was gonna say the like sand bottles, but we didn't get that at the.
No, they have gold flakes in them.
Yeah,
That
but
was
the
at the
Venetian
Dam.
Resort, if you ever go to Vegas, stay there.
Stay there.
And it was easy. Like I checked in mobile, through mobile. What I think I did it on the way to the airport. So and they text us literally while we were in the air and said
Yeah.
our suite was ready. We got there. All we did was just walk right up, and we could have checked in through a kiosk to get our key, but we just wanted to. It was our first time there, so we wanted to check in at the desk. It was amazing.
It was so nice.
Number 3, the Red Rock Canyon tour.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot, so I only got out the car once. But so it's
that
13. It's a
picture
13-mile drive, but they have like 5 or 6 different spots where you can kind of pull off.
There might have been more than that.
yeah.
We passed by one of them.
Oh, we did pass by a couple where
we were like, well, there was that big group of people, and they had like their tripod set up, and I was like, I don't want to be in their family videos or no, we're not stopping. We just kept going.
So but that again, that's usually not my thing, but it was amazing. We walked down, got pictures and rocks. There was this nice family where the lady was like, "Hey, do you want a picture together?" And we were like, "Yeah." She was very nice. Took 2 photos for us, so like we really appreciated that.
There are still nice people.
Yeah, the Red Rock Canyon tour was amazing.
Yes.
Number 2, right above the Red Rock Canyon tour. So ours is in reverse because she put the Red Rock Canyon tour above this. For me, number 2, Hoover Dam tour. Hands down.
Park in the garage, by the way.
Yeah, park in the garage, $10. $10
and it's
if you
not
don't
far.
And if you don't do the guided tour, like it's only thing you're paying for is parking.
Yeah.
And then if you go to like the gift shop.
Yep.
But it was amazing. It was crowded, but everyone was spaced out enough to where we didn't really have to fight to get like the photos we wanted. But the Hoover Dam tour was it was amazing. But number 1 is that I got to do all of this with my best friend, my rib, my soulmate, my best half, my inspiration, my muse, my motivation, and my wife. Like that, hands down, was the best thing about the trip. Better than the Hoover Dam tour, better than In-N-Out slightly. But it was my first flight to be with her. My first time going to Vegas to be with her. My first time kind of getting out of my comfort zone and doing things I normally don't do, but doing those with her was the highlight of the trip. And I'm glad we, I mean, we've been together 19 years, almost married 19 years. So it took us 19 years to do it, but I'm happy that kind of Vegas was that first
Stepping stone.
stepping stone. And the reason why for me was I did Vegas. We decided on Vegas with it being a longer flight than what we were looking at, because all I needed to know was just what to anticipate and how to handle the experience. So just knowing that, you know, all I had to do is just make sure I'm in first class, or yeah, it gotta be first class.
It needs to be space. There was no space.
And again, I told her, if she doesn't want to fly first class, I'll never force her. But when she walks by me when she's heading to economy, I'll wave to her. But your boy has been in first class. You did. Not doing that no more. I will get a shirt made that says bougie. Because I cannot do that.
I sit in first class only.
I cannot.
That's what your
that.
shirt needs to say.
We're thinking about maybe doing, and we might not, just depending on, but we were thinking about maybe flying this September to Indianapolis to catch a Colts game, and that flight is really short. But I was only looking at first class, and it wasn't much. But I'm like, hey, if I need to save extra to be in first class, I'll do it, because I cannot do economy no more.
Yeah.
But that was our trip to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go next? You'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
We do have some places on our mind. We know we have some bucket list places. Hawaii, Greece, Italy, California.
Yep.
Because there's an In-N-Out in California.
Well, there's plenty of places in the U.S. for us to explore as well.
Yeah. Actually, Montana is like, don't be surprised if you don't see the Alexanders in Montana sometime in the future owning a ranch. You know, I mean, Montana looks nice, but so yeah, we don't know when our next trip's gonna be, but just stay tuned, because wherever we go, we'll do another one of these videos, documenting it.
Maybe pop in some videos from the trips.
Yeah.
Might have to start doing that.
And then, you know, we also have like folks that we would love to meet that we know kind of are scattered out. So we might pop up in your areas to kind of kill two birds with one stone, you know, get to meet you, but then also get to explore those areas. But that's it for now. Be back with another episode next week, hopefully. Got a few ideas. Just need to determine which one will be the next one. But thanks for all the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. Anyone that's watching this that's on my Facebook, I created an album of our Vegas trip with our pictures and videos. I think it was like over 200 and something.
Yeah, we took a lot.
That we were able to do. But yeah, you know, have a good day, everyone. And again, thanks for everything.
Thanks, guys.